Welcome to the pick, you guys.
What is up?
All right, so we're gonna get some college football, and then after that, we'll get to the pros. But let's start off with these college games. And tonight we got a pretty good one, I believe, which would be Washington State and Cal. Man, what you think about that game, my man?
Washington State and Cal is going to be an interesting game. Let's see if just a second.
Yeah.
Let's see if Washington State can continue being undefeated, and if they can, man, they're definitely a playoff team in my eyes.
Right.
Let's see if Folk can take advantage of that defense. The defense is good for Cal, man.
Ain't bad.
They're pretty good. They
a
made
good secondary.
Sam Darnold run for his life a lot of that game and made him commit some turnovers. Let's see if number 50 Hercules can beast like he's been playing.
Do some work.
Great this whole year. Yeah, man. I got Washington State, and I think they're definitely going to win this one.
Do you agree with the line? It's
that was
16 and a half.
No.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a little closer than that.
Yeah, I think it's a little high. Yeah, man, I'm also gonna roll with Washington State as well. I think they're a really, really good ball team, and yeah, man, I didn't expect them being this good, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I wasn't either, honestly.
I knew that defense was going to be good because I kept hearing about that Hercules guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, they might have good defense. Their offense is surprising the heck out of me. So, yeah, man, we'll see if Cal can put up a fight. They ain't got a bad offense, and they ain't got a bad defense either.
Really good defense.
I like their secondary on that defense. They're really good. So, yeah, this actually might be an interesting game. But I'm taking Washington State, and I think the line's a little too high as well. I think it's I would drop that down about 6 points, be about 10-point game.
All right, let's see here. Texas Tech and West Virginia is going to be the next game we talk about. And West Virginia is favored by 3.5.
That's about right.
I don't know about that one. I got Texas Tech actually winning this one. I just think they have a very good offense.
Yeah.
I'm not too sold on West Virginia's offense. They're kind of whack, but their defense is good.
Yeah.
And Texas Tech, I think, is going to be a pretty good shootout.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Tech's going to take it.
Yeah, I agree with the line, but I don't agree with the team as well. I'm taking Tech as well. I think they just have a tad bit better offense. And, yeah, dude, West Virginia's defense is solid. So this might be a shootout or this might be a low-scoring battle, and it will be close, I believe. So, but I got Tech.
All right. What's the next one? Going to be Auburn and LSU. And I got Auburn by 7, and they got Auburn by 7. So, yeah, I agree. I think last week was kind of just a fight for your life game for LSU, and they got that dub. And I think they're playing a really good Auburn team that has a really good defense, and Stidham playing great right now. So I think Auburn's going to take this one. I think they might even take it more by 7. I think it might take about 10 points.
Yeah, man. I also got Auburn as well. I as well am gonna raise the line on that. I think it's gonna be about a 17 to 10 point game as well. And yeah, man, I think Auburn is a good team. I think where they struggle as their offense. Their defense is really good. When you hold that Clemson team to 14, I won't forget that. They battled in that game. LSU, man, they've been having their struggles this season. 4-2, that ain't too bad though. So they've been winning games. It's just they lost to a couple teams they really shouldn't have. So yeah, man, I think Auburn will come out with this and play some good defense.
All right, OU and Texas is the next game we talk about, and they got OU winning by 9. I think it'll be a little closer than that, but I got OU winning this game. I'm nervous as an OU fan. We shouldn't have lost last week when we did. Mm-hmm. I think we're kind of looking ahead, and we got taken advantage on defense. And yeah, man, that game sucked.
Yeah, dude.
I don't want to talk about that, honestly.
Right.
But this one, man, they just got to shut down that running game and not let Texas run all over them like they did let Iowa State run over them last week.
Right.
And they just need to have Baker be protected well and make some plays. Because if they do that, I think they can take the game. But if Baker's having to run around for his life a lot and that defense is sacking them a lot and they're running the ball a lot and keeping the ball away from OU's offense, I think it's going to be a rough game for OU.
Yeah. Yeah, man, this is one of those games where you got to throw the record out. Anytime these two teams can play, I don't care if Texas is 0-5 or we're 0-5. This is going to be a close game. It's going to be a dogfight. The line is about right. If we do go to the highest point, it would be 9 points to 10, somewhere around that, because it's going to be close. All I got to say, man, is we got to bring this energy. Bring the energy to all that anger. I know it ain't us. I know our team's pissed that we lost last week. I know they are. So take that energy, focus, and win this game, man. That's all I gotta say. And hope nobody else gets hurt. And it's gonna be a dogfight though. But yeah, I got us winning by maybe 10.
Yeah, we just gotta protect the running game better. Jordan Thomas and our secondary needs to play better as well. It's frustrating, man. I still can't believe we lost that Iowa State game.
So I got a quick question before we go to the next game. You think Baker is still now, since we lost that game, do you think he's still in the Heisman?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think he is.
Yeah, I wouldn't let this one game just affect how, completely. I think he got knocked down off the ladder to number one. Honestly, I got the running back for Penn State right now.
He's definitely the favorite. He's playing really well. He has the East Coast bias.
But so what I was thinking is if he comes back we'll keep winning some games and he plays really well, he could still be number one. But yeah, he kind of took a fall, but he's still in it. I wouldn't completely knock him out of that.
Okay, Arkansas, Alabama, the next game we're going to talk about. Let's see if Alabama cannot slip up. Some people, analysts, are having them as an upset alert. I don't agree with that at all. I think they're going to roll in this team. Arkansas is not a good team. I think they need to find a new coach, unfortunately. I like their coach right now, but he's not getting a job done. And, yeah, man, they need to move in a different direction because they're not competing with Alabama, and I thought they would because of that coach, but they're not. And Alabama just needs to not do what Oklahoma did, not take their opponent not seriously and get beat on. So that's the only way I think Alabama could lose this one is not take their opponent seriously and looking for the game next week or looking for the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree, man. I got Bama winning this. Sorry to my buddy Adam. He's also an Arkansas fan, so he's just not having a good football season right now. Yeah, man. I just think it's. I'd say the line is a little too high. 31 points. I don't think they're gonna beat them by that damn much. I think it'll be about a 20-point at the most. But yeah, man. I think Alabama was gonna take this one pretty easily. I agree. The only way I think Arkansas is going to win this is if they take them lightly or they just somehow win over a turnover battle and they get turnovers. But, yeah, man, Alabama should win this one.
All right, let's get to the next one. It'll be Utah and SC. They got USC winning by 12.5.
All right.
I think a little lower than that, but I think SC's going to take it. SC, they got exposed a little bit last week. They got taken advantage of because they don't have the offensive line depth. And, yeah, man, made Sam Darnold not look like the superstar he's probably going to be in the league, NFL.
I'm going to get to that.
Yeah, man, I think SC's going to take it, though. Need to keep Sam Darnold upright, and he needs to stop making bad decisions.
Yeah. And
that defense needs to take advantage of the running game for Utah.
Yeah, man. I do agree though. I'm gonna take USC. I just think they're gonna be overall overwhelming for this Utah team. That defense is good too, man. That's kind of the thing is this whole Sam Darnold thing is kind of overshadowing this whole team. That defense is really good. I do think, like I said, it's gonna be close though. Sam Darnold, he's just not cut out the way people are perceiving him. He's thrown an interception in every game.
Yeah.
When I notice when pressure gets to him, it gets to him. He kind of panics. If you want to be an NFL star, you can't be doing that. So, yeah, man, I just don't think he's up to par with the way people thought he was going to be. And it's quite quite disappointing. But they are winning. They're 5-1. So yeah, man, I think they're gonna win this one.
All right, now last game is going to be Oregon and Stanford by 10 to line. Actually, I got Oregon winning this one. I think they're going to be doing that hurry up all over the place and try to shut down Stanford's running back.
Yeah. Yeah, man. They got the line for Stanford at 10. I'm taking Stanford. I just think they're gonna run it down their throat, man, and try to get this win. And I think that's how they'll win. And yeah, for Oregon, if they win, they're the same way because they know how to run the ball too and get down the field. They're just gonna run the crap out of it, get down the field, and win the game. But yeah, I got Stanford possibly winning by 10.
All right, we're going to go to a break and we'll be brought to you by our sponsor. Right back. Welcome to our sponsor break. We're sponsored by my brother. He's a fairly good painter and likes to put his paintings into fair, and he won this year, so I wanted to give my brother a shout out. Doing a very good job. And our channel, I want you guys to subscribe and like.
Yeah, and please give some comments below, and yeah, shout out to his brother for winning that contest.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. We'll be right back.
All right, guys, welcome back to the pick.
Thanks for coming back.
All right, so now we're going to get into the NFL. All right, so we're going to talk about last night's game, the Eagles and the Panthers. Man, that was a really good game, man.
Yeah.
Eagles fought, and so did the Panthers. That was a really solid game. Really good, honestly, really well balanced teams. They kind of equal each other out. Both really good defenses, both really good offenses. And yeah, man, I just think the Eagles are a bit better though.
Yeah.
I think their defense is a bit better. They made Cam run around a lot, of course, that's what he's good at. But there was the times they made him run when he didn't want to, and they just made him have a hard day. They got a lot of pressure on him, and man, what can I say about Wentz, man? He said it last night. He's going to be that next guy, man, to be an elite quarterback in this league. He was showing it last night for sure against a pretty solid defense. And yeah, man, they got the ball. They was running the ball really well, and Wentz was making plays to his receivers, man, and getting touchdowns.
Yeah, man, Wentz is going to be next. Kind of like what you just said. I've been saying this. I'm beating on that drum. He's going to be the next elite quarterback. He didn't even have his best game of his career, and he still played really well.
Yeah.
He had 3 tubs, 222 yards. Yeah, man, the Eagles are going to be a really good team. They already are, and I think they're definitely a Super Bowl contending team.
Yes.
And defense is really good. They harassed Cam and made him throw a whole bunch of interceptions. They shut down that running game completely.
Yeah.
I think Panthers do need to run McCaffrey more. I know it wasn't necessarily working, but you still need to loosen up that defense a little bit. But yeah, man, that defense played great. They got pressure on Cam, made him throw interceptions. See here, that defensive line is ridiculous. Jordan Hicks, he didn't even play the second half, but he made a big impact, and the team's really good, man. I'm actually surprised. They're a lot better than I thought they'd be.
Yeah, you could see this rematch in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Very easily.
Cam, he threw a lot more than he wanted to. He threw 52 times.
Yeah.
And if they throw that many times, they're probably going to lose.
Yeah, it's not their formula either.
Yeah. So, Eagles got Blunt going. They need to give him the ball a little more. Take a little bit more pressure off of Wentz. He threw not as much as I thought he would, but he still threw 30 times, which is kind of a lot. So, yeah, they need to run the ball a little more. But, yeah, Aguilar's been stepping up. He played pretty well this game, too. I'm impressed.
Last week he played good, too.
Actually looking like a decent receiver. He's whacked his first couple years, but playing well this year.
He's stepping up, and Zach Ertz, man. Honestly, he's the best tight end right now. Behind Kelsey. Kelsey's having a really good season as well, but
I think Kelsey's probably the best one, but
yeah, but he's having.
Hurts.
I think he's having a better season. He's definitely got. I think he's leading the league in touchdowns as well for tight ends.
Yeah, man. Eagles are someone to mess with, not mess with.
Yeah.
All right, let's just get to our next games. See here, it's going to be the Dolphins and the Falcons. Falcons is going to be the first one we talk about, and Atlanta is favored by 12.5. I think it's about 10 is going to be the line around there, and I think the Falcons are going to win this one. Keys for the Falcons is get their running backs involved. They need to establish a really good running game. They haven't been doing that much this season, and they need to alleviate some of the pressure off of Matt Ryan because he's probably not going to have Julio. So definitely need to get a good running game. And on defense, they need to make sure Jake Cutler's being whacked like he's been whacked this whole season. And the keys for the Dolphins is shut the running game down and make Matt Ryan beat you. Matt Ryan's a good quarterback, but he's kind of struggled so far when he doesn't have Julio.
Yep.
And the other key is get the damn running game for the Dolphins going because Jai hasn't been really doing anything this season, and I bet he's pretty frustrated. If I was a fantasy owner, I'd be frustrated.
Right.
If I was a fan of Dolphins, I'd be frustrated. Yeah, man. Is Matt Moore maybe be the better choice? Honestly, I don't know if Jake Cutler is really the best choice right now. I think he should have stayed retired. I think, right?
Yeah, man. I got the Falcons also in this one. I think the line, like you said, about 10 to 12. So I think it's about right. Keys for the Falcons. Get the running game going. Got to get that going. You got two solid running backs back there, and especially now Julio is not going to play. And key for that offense as well is find Hooper. I don't know where he's been, but he had a really good season last season, so you got to find him. And then keys for Dolphins, somehow get a Jahi going. You got to get some running game going. And he was a beast last season, so I don't get why you don't feed the man the ball. Dude, that team is just struggling. I agree. Maybe there needs to be a quarterback change. That team got talent around it.
Yeah.
Defense does too as well. I think they just struggle in the secondaries where they fall.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I got the Falcons by 12.
All right. Bears and the Ravens will be the next game we talk about, and the Ravens are favored by 6.5. And I think that's pretty reasonable. I think it might be a little more. But keys for the Ravens is expose Mitch Trubisky as not a good quarterback, which I don't think he is. I think he might be a pretty decent one, but make him look like a rookie like he did kind of last week. The other key is make sure Joe Flacco's not throwing a whole bunch of interceptions and costing your team the game. And key for the Bears is keep on getting that running game going. Get Jordan Howard the ball and make sure he's balling out because he's been kind of struggling so far this season. And Mitch Trubisky needs to play a little better than he did last week. He didn't play terrible, but he did look like definitely a rookie. Granted, he was playing against arguably the best defense in the NFL.
Yeah.
So I got the Ravens winning this one, but let's see if Michigan play better.
Yeah, man. I've also got the Ravens in this as well. I think the line is about right. Touchdown to maybe 3 points would be the difference. I think it's going to be close. I think Trubisky ain't going to play bad in this game. Like I said, he didn't look too bad in the other game. He actually started out really well, and it just overall that defense got it figured out and started playing really well and made him look like a rookie towards the end of the game. And dude, I think the Bears are going to keep this close. Keys for the Ravens: keep playing good defense. If you blitz him, you're most likely going to make him cause a couple turnovers, I believe. And keys for the Bears, man, get their running game going. They got two really good running backs in the backfield. And even if you got to get them going in the passing game, hey man, do it by any means. So yeah man, I got the Ravens though. Close game though.
Yeah. Other key for the Bears is getting pressure on Joe Flacco. They have really good rushers, Floyd, and he's going to make an impact, I think. And see if the Bears can take a one from the Ravens. Texans and the Browns in the next game, and the line is 9.5.
Shouldn't even get that.
That's a little low,
right? Way higher than that.
Keys for the Texans is just keep on making sure Watson's playing well like he has been.
Yep.
And the other key for the Texans is I know they don't have J.J. Watt or Merciless, but see if they can still get pressure on him. Let's see if Clowney is that superstar that I think he could be.
Yeah.
Keys for the Browns is See here. Try to make sure Watson's not going crazy on you.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, key for the Browns is see if your defense can take advantage of Deshaun Watson being a rookie. Now, he hasn't looked like a rookie so far this season, but he still had his moments. And if Myles Garrett can get back in the backfield like he did the first game, then I think he may be able to make a big impact in this game.
Yeah.
But I got the Texans winning this one.
Yeah, man, I got the Texans as well. I think the line is a little low, honestly. I think they were going to win by a couple touchdowns or so. Browns are just struggling, man. Once again, like, Browns are being the Browns.
Yeah.
They're usually Brown self, which, sucks to say, but it's what's happening right now. They're struggling at quarterback. They don't really have. They're literally, if you notice, they're just throwing quarterbacks in to see who's going to play better in the game. So it's quite ridiculous. But yeah, man, I think Watson's going to have another really good, solid game. He's been having solid games. Keys for them is to keep him protected. Got to protect him. And keys for the Browns, if they even got a shot, is they got to play better defense, and they got to. I think Crowell needs to be benched and put Duke Johnson in. Anytime they put Duke Johnson in, kind of gets the defense focused on because he can run and spread that offense. So yeah, man. But I got the Texans winning by quite a bit.
Okay, well, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
We'll be back to the show, you guys.
Thanks for coming back.
All right, so now we're going to get into the Packers and the Vikings, man. I got my pack in this one. The line says 3 for the Pack, and I think we'll win by a touchdown or maybe a touchdown and field goal. Yeah, man, we're just on a roll right now. Rodgers, man, is looking like the MVP Rodgers, man. He's made the plays last week, and I think he's going to make some big key plays in this game as well. I'm a little nervous, though. This defense is really well for the Minnesota Vikings. Don't get me wrong at all, man. They got a really solid secondary. They got pretty solid linebackers, and they got a really good front four.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm nervous about this one. Keys for the Packers will have to... Got to protect the man. Got to protect the man with the belt. And keep getting Adams involved, man. He's looking like the receiver for him right now. He puts trust in him, and he makes plays, dude. He really does. And also key for us is to get our running game going again. Aaron Jones going again. If we can get him going again, that's perfect because Aaron Rodgers is just one of the best as well at play action. And defense, we need our defense to play solid as well. In Minnesota, keys for them, play defense, play good defense. Try to get Aaron Rodgers running around with his head cut off. I mean, he's good at that too, but sometimes if you get him running around, he'll throw the ball away, and the longer you put him on the sidelines, the better your chances of winning. So, but yeah, I got the Pack winning by a touchdown or so.
All right, I got the Pack win as well. I think it's a big close game. Keys for the Packers is kind of like you said, get the running game involved. See if that rookie can ball out like he did last week.
Yeah.
The key is get pressure on Case Keenum and make him make mistakes. They don't really have a running game because their running back got hurt. Yeah. But let's see if Murray can play better. Keys for the Vikings is...
Kendon ain't bad either.
Yeah. Let's see if the Vikings get a running game, man. Cook was balling out the first couple games, but he got hurt, unfortunately. Bradford's not going to play. He's still hurt. They just got a lot of injuries, man.
Yeah, they do.
But the key is get a running game, get some pressure off of Keenum. And Keenum, if he plays well, they definitely have a shot. On defense, get the stops on third down and get them off the field and play a keep away and try to play some Dallas Cowboys football and run that clock out and try to keep damn Packers off the field.
Yeah.
And other key for the Vikings defense is if they can get some turnovers. Rodgers doesn't really throw interceptions, but occasionally he does, and they can maybe get some fumbles or some block punts or something. But I just think I think the Vikings are just too hard right now, and I think Packers are on a roll too much.
Yeah.
All right, Lions and the Saints is the next one we're gonna talk about. And they got New Orleans by 4.5. I don't know about that.
Really?
I got the Lions winning this one,
Yeah.
actually. I think the Lions going to take this one because I think Stafford's having a almost MVP level season so far. That defense is playing really great as well.
Mm-hmm.
It has got some bad breaks and lost last week.
Yeah.
I think the keys for the Lions is make sure Breeze not throwing 1,000 yards on them. And the other key is make sure Stafford is playing really well, like he has been so far. And the keys for the Saints is kind of like what the Lions don't want them to do is have Drew Brees ball out, get those running backs involved, maybe get a little more running game. They don't have the Adrian Peterson drama anymore. Get a Var Aiken the ball more because he's going to be getting more touches, I think. And the other key is see if Stafford can throw some interceptions or make sure Stafford's not having 1,000 yards either.
Yeah.
And let's see here. That's about all I got on the Lions and Saints game. What about you, Ryan? What do you think?
Yeah, man. I also got the Lions as well, and yeah, I don't agree with their line with the point difference or the team they picked. I got the Lions winning by 10 or so. I just think they're a really good team. They just ran into some other good teams. They played, who was it? Carolina, right? Yeah, Carolina last week. And dude, Cam's been balling out. So they just ran into a good Panthers team. Yeah, dude, I think the Lions are solid. They're really solid on defense. And they definitely got the offense with Stafford and them. Keys for the Saints. They got to protect their man. Once again, he's the key. Breeze is the key, man, because their defense stinks. And then the keys for the Lions would have to play really good defense, get pressure on Breeze. And they got really good corners. Slay and Quentin is playing really well this season. Yep. So yeah, man, get some turnovers, give that ball back to Stafford, and keys for that Lions offense. They got to keep getting go and take the ball. That's the man down there, and he makes plays, big time plays. Yeah. So yeah, man, I got the Lions in this one.
All right, Patriots and Jets is the next game we're going to talk about, and it's New England by 9. And I actually got an upset, hot take here. I got the Jets winning this one. I think Jets are going to win this one, and I think they're going to get some pressure on Tom Brady and make sure he is not playing well. If they can get him out of the game, then I think they definitely have a chance. They can play defense and make sure Brady's not going ham on them. I think they have a shot. And that's pretty much the keys for the Jets. And the keys for the Patriots is just beat the Patriots and just beat down on the Jets like they have been this whole decade, at least almost 20 years, it seems like. So that's all I got, but I got the Jets winning, eking out an upset.
Man, I was hoping I was going to be the only one doing it, but yes.
I was thinking too, damn it.
Yep, I'm going with this upset. I actually feel good about this game for the Jets. Their defense is actually solid, and it seems like, man, seems like this Patriots team just ain't figuring it out right now. And yeah, if you're gonna get pressure on Brady, he's gonna fold right now because he's actually taken a lot of hits this season. And I've noticed these past couple games he's kind of been getting down.
Yeah.
So if they get pressure on him, they're gonna win this game. And that's the keys for them: get pressure on him and run the crap out of that ball and get away with this. Because that's kind of the thing. Yeah, Brady can always finds a way to win. So. Yeah, man, just run the ball, get the ball going. Don't get ahead of yourself, pretty much, for the Jets. And the Patriots, for them to win, they have to establish a running game themselves because you can't just right now. This is not the season for to try to rely on Brady.
Yeah, which they've been doing.
Yeah, they can't do that on this season. They got to run the ball, so that'd be the keys for them. But yeah, man, I'm rolling with the upset. Maybe win by 3 to 6 points. I don't see them winning any higher now.
You know, actually, I think I'm going to change my pick. I think the Patriots are going to take this one, actually. Ryan kind of has the points, and I got a feeling the Patriots are actually going to take this one because I think the Patriots in the Jets' head. Even though the Jets might not be as bad as we thought they were going to be, this Patriots have this kind of cloud over the Jets in that AFC East, and I think it's just a mental thing for them. So I think I'm going to change my pick. I think the Patriots are going to take this one. just barely, because I think they're going to make some adjustments on defense,
Yeah, they got to run the ball.
and they're going to try to at least get a little bit of running game to alleviate some of the pressure off of Brady.
Both teams, both teams literally just got to be able to run the ball. If they can't do that, this might be an ugly game.
Yeah, so 49ers and the Deadskins is going to be the next game we talk about. They got Washington winning by 11 points. And I think it's going to be a little closer than that. I think the 49ers are not a terrible team. They have a terrible record. They're just a young team, and they don't have a ton of talent. So that's why they're not winning. But they're definitely keeping it close.
Mm-hmm.
So I got an upset, actually. I think the 49ers are going to take this one. I think they're barely going to eke this one out. I think they're going to get pressure on Kirk Cousins. I think Kirk Cousins is going to be too busy dreaming about playing for that team next year. So he's like, I don't really care about this game. So I think 49ers is going to take this one, finally get the first win off of their season. And as for the keys, is 49ers need to get pressure on Kirk Cousins, make sure P. Ryan and Thompson's not running ham on them, and they need to establish a running game. They need to stop making Hoyer throw the ball 1,000 times. And for the Redskins, they need to make sure Kirk Cousins not throwing interceptions in inopportune times.
Yeah.
And that defense needs to step up and shut down that offense. That the 49ers hasn't been playing great, but they don't have a great quarterback, and they don't have a lot of playmakers. Gronk pretty much the best player on offense.
Yeah.
So I got the 49ers eking out an upset.
I got the Redskins. I think the line is about right as well. I think they're just a better team. I think they're more talented on offense. Defense, yeah, they're definitely secondary is better for the Redskins. They got about an equal front and stuff. Niners ain't got a bad defense at all. But I think the Redskins will take this. I think they're too talented on offense with the receivers, and they ain't got a bad running game. They just haven't been able to establish it because I think their line kind of stinks. But yeah, man, I got that Redskins winning. Their keys is get the running game going and protect Cousins. And the keys for the Niners is play really good defense, get pressure on Cousins, and run the ball. They got to be able to run the ball with Hyde and get down the field because, yeah, I don't think they're very talented at quarterback.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Thanks for coming back. And next game we're going to talk about is the Cardinals and the Buccaneers. They got the Buccaneers winning by 1.5 points. And I think it's going to be a little more than that, probably about 3 points. And I got the Buccaneers winning this one. Keys for Bucks is make sure Winston's not throwing interceptions. They need to get Dougie Fresh the ball more. He was playing well against Patriots defense. Yes. And I think they can take advantage of a Cardinal team that kind of want us to see if they want. I think they're on their last legs. I think they want to have a good season, but I just don't think they have enough talent. And keys for the Cardinals is get Adrian Peterson the ball and get him involved and see if he can make a difference in this season. I think it might be his last season. Yeah. And it's got the Buccaneers winning this one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same boat. I got the Buccaneers as well. I think they're a pretty solid team. They ain't bad on defense, and they got a pretty solid offense. Yeah, man, this is just kind of Cardinals' bad season, man. Team full of old guys and hurt guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I just don't think it's Palmer's season. He's kind of left that in the dust for the past, 3 years now. And they can't protect him for nothing. So their keys is they got to get Peterson going. They have to. If they don't, they're going to lose this game badly. Yep. And then the keys for the Bucks, man, they got to keep Dougie Fresh going, man. Keep them wheels turning because it seems like he's back and pissed off. So give him the ball, and you got to get O.J. Howard involved as well. He's really talented. He has been making mistakes on causing a lot of flags on holding, but he is talented, man. So get him the ball. Yeah, I got the Bucks winning by a couple touchdowns or so.
Okay. Well, Rams and the Jags is the next one we're going to talk about. They got Jags winning by 2.5, and I disagree. I got the Rams taking this one. I think the keys for the Rams is get that ball to Gurley, man, and
Really ball.
try to see if they can take advantage of that Jags defense. Because the two last week, they kind of had a really good. They had a bad rush defense statistics, but their offense, their defense, I mean, pass defense has been really, really good, number one in the league. So let's see if they can. Gurley, man, can take advantage of that rush defense. And the other key is make sure Blake Bortles beats you, because if Fournette's going ham like he did last week, it's going to be a rough day for the Rams. And keys for the Jags is get Leonard Fournette 25 to 30 carries. It's like old school running back days, and make sure Bortles is not turning the ball over, making sure he's throwing less than like 10 times. Because if he's throwing a whole bunch, they're probably going to lose. Other key for them is shut down Gurley, man, and make Jared Goff throw some interceptions. Because if they get some pressure on him and make him get some pressure and make him throw the ball to Ramsey in the game, I think Jags gonna take that one. But I got the Rams eking out a really good close game.
Yeah, man. I also got the Rams as well. Honestly, if they had the Jags had a better quarterback, I would honestly probably be taking them in this game. But nah, I got the Rams, man. I think that defense is gonna be too much for Bortles. Their keys for the Jags they have to run the ball, get Fournette going. If they don't, it's going to be a rough game. And keys for the Rams, keep Goff going, keep him protected. He could be a real talent in this league, man. And I think he is. He's just getting started, pretty much is what I'm saying. He's just getting started. And Rams, man, they also key for them on defense, get pressure on Bortles and stop that run. Because Fournette, man, he's been balling out. He's looking pretty legit in this league. So gotta get him stopped. And if they do, they're gonna have a good game. And the line says 2.5 for Jags, but I say the Rams win by a touchdown or field goal.
All right, Chiefs and the Steelers, the next game we talk about, and they got the Chiefs win by 4.5. I think it's pretty close to that. Got the Chiefs taking this one. I think there's so much turmoil for the Steelers right now. There's just a lot of disconnection for that team. I think Big Ben wants to retire, and I just think Lev Bell is just more worried about his contract. Keys for the Chiefs is let's hunt the ball out and make a ball out. And other key for the Chiefs is see if Big Ben can throw some more interceptions like he did last week. See if Peters can shut down Antonio Brown, and if they do that, I think the Steelers are in for a rough game.
Right.
And keys for the Steelers is just calm down the noise, man. There's been a lot of turmoil, and that's one of the keys. Another key is make sure Hunt's not going crazy on you.
Right.
See if they can shut down Alex Smith and make him look like the quarterback he looked earlier in his career.
Right.
But I just got the Chiefs win this one, taking advantage of the chaos and steal the land.
Yeah, man. I got the Chiefs in this one as well. I just think not only what he's saying is they just got a bunch of stuff going on, and it seems like they're kind of getting distracted. I wouldn't say necessarily on the focusing on the game. It's just those little minor things that kind of get to people.
Yeah.
And I just think the Chiefs are just really talented. I just gotta say that, like, they're just that much better. They just got talent all the way around the board, on defense and offense. I think Justin Houston is having one of the best seasons in his career, and yeah, man, I really like the Chiefs in this. I think their keys for them is they got to get that defense getting pressure on Big Ben, because you can see what it does when you get pressure on him. He causes turnovers, and that offense, man, keep doing what they've been doing this season, which is making big plays down the field. And that's the thing, Steelers don't really have that great of a secondary, so take advantage of that. Get down the field, get some big plays to Kelsey and Tyreek Hill. And the keys for the Steelers will have to be keep been protected because, like I said, you see what it does. He ends up getting turnovers. So getting him protected, and getting Bell going. And yeah, man, I got the Chiefs winning by a touchdown. I think it's gonna be close though.
All right. Chargers and the Raiders is gonna be the next game we talk about, and they got the Raiders winning by 2. And I actually got the Chargers winning this one. And the keys for the Chargers is make sure Philip Rivers is not throwing 1,000 interceptions.
We're yelling in his earpiece.
And yeah, that too. And get Melvin Gordon the ball and get him going like he did last week. Take advantage of that Raiders defense is kind of pretty bad.
Yeah.
Get a Keenan Allen, see if he can play well. He's played well so far this season. And see if they can get Hunter Henry and the old man Gates the ball and see if they can get a tub or something. And on defense, they need to see if EJ Manuel can beat them or not. Try to see if they can shut down beast mode and make sure EJ Manuel can beat them or not. I don't think they can. Keys for the Raiders is make Philip Rivers throw some interceptions and yell in his microphone a little more. And the other key is just hold on defense as much as you can. And see if Beast Mode can actually play well. He's been struggling the last couple of games, and see if they can get him back on track.
Yeah, man, I'm actually taking Oakland in this one. I know they ain't gonna. I know Carr ain't playing, but I think they will. I think they're gonna try to run this ball down their throat. And Chargers kind of been struggling on run defense. They've been playing not pretty good on pass defense, but they've been really struggling on run defense. So I think they're gonna run the ball with Lynch, that'll be the formula. I hope so. And that'll be their keys to victory. Is they got to get Lynch going and not make stupid plays and turn the ball over. And the keys for the Chargers, man, yeah, protect Rivers so he ain't yelling in his headset, pissed off, and get Melvin Gordon going because he's looking like he's gonna have a good season this season. So yeah, man. But I got the Raiders winning by like 3 or something. Nothing crazy.
All right, we're gonna take a break right quick, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're going to talk about the Sunday night game and the Monday night game, and that's going to wrap us up. See here, it's going to be the Denver and the Giants, and they got Denver winning 11.5, and I think that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
I think the Giants are going to have a rough game. Keys for Broncos is play that defense, man. Von Miller, get as many sacks as you possibly can.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be rough for the Giants. That's one of the keys. Other key is make sure Trev is not turning the ball over and cost you the game. And if they can do those two things and run the ball a little bit, I think that defense is gonna take them to the promised land. And for Giants is, man, see if Eli is not gonna get sacked 1,000 times and not throw the ball to the other team 1,000 times. Yeah. If Shep can play, try to get him the ball as much as you can. They need to get their tight end the ball, the rookie tight end. He's been playing fairly decently this season, and they need to get him the ball as much as they can because they don't got anyone else really. Other key is that defense needs to really step up. They need to step up. If they don't step up, I think it's going to be a really rough game for the Giants. So I think it's going to be about 14-point game for the Broncos.
Yeah, man, I also agree. I think they're going to win by a touchdown or 3. Yeah, man, it's just not going to look good for the Giants. They're missing ODB. They're missing Marshall. And they haven't, this season, they haven't established a running game. So, yeah, man, it's going to be rough for Eli.
Yeah, I don't know if Shep is even going to play, so
wow.
It might be down to him too.
I was going to say, because honestly, that's your best target right now is Shep. So if they lose him as well, yeah, good luck to Eli. Sounds like to me he's going to be thrown to the stands a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, the keys for them, if they want to win, they got to establish a running game. They can't just really rely on Eli the whole entire game because he will throw some picks, I guarantee you, with that defense. And the keys for the Chiefs, the Broncos, is keep playing good defense. Get pressure on Eli because he has nobody to throw to, so he's going to be bobbing his head a lot. So get to him, Von Miller and them, get to him, and they need to protect Simeon as well. That's another key for them. Protect Simeon and get them get their selves a running game going
Yeah.
with CJ and Charles, and yeah, man, I think it'll be a fairly easy win for the Broncos.
All right, Colts and Titans will be the last game we talk about, and it's even actually. It's a
Yeah.
pick'em game. I got the Titans winning this one. I think they're going to run the ball on those Colts, and I think the defense for the Colts is kind of their weakness, and that's one of the keys for the Titans is get a running game established, and other key is makes Brissett, making sure he doesn't go ham on you.
Yeah.
And for the Colts is have Brissett have a really great game. Played fairly decently so far this season. Get T.Y. the ball as a key, and play some defense. Make sure that Murray and Henry's not getting 1,000 yards on you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I also got the Titans in this. Mariota is questionable. If he plays, it's not even gonna. I don't think it's gonna be close.
Mm-hmm.
But if he doesn't play, it's gonna be close. And I still got the Titans though. But it'll be a lot closer if he doesn't play. But yeah, man, if he plays, it's gonna be a big difference because they're gonna when they run the ball, he's just gonna get him to play better on play action, and they're just gonna have a blowout win, I believe. But keys for the Colts, man, keep Brissett protected, and because he's a really talented quarterback, and he can be a starter somewhere else probably next year.
Yeah.
And get T.Y. keep him going, because he's a beast, dude. There's nothing else to say. That dude's a problem on the field. Mm-hmm. And keys for the Titans, yeah, establish a running game, get Murray and Henry going, bullying their way down the field, and get them a win. And yeah, I think the Titans will win by a touchdown or two if Mariota plays, but if he don't, I think they'll win by like 3.
All right. Well, this is going to conclude the pick for this week, and I hope you all have a great weekend and watch some football.
Yeah, man, enjoy some football this weekend, and we'll see y'all on the next one.
Thank you guys for watching.